Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom. Why? Okay, I want to just get into this really quickly. So, recently, they announced, along with obviously the two new Avengers films, and even showcasing the cast of Fantastic Four. I was gonna say Fan Four Stick, like the the newer Fox film. I was gonna say that, but yes, Fantastic Four. They also unveiled that Robert Downey Jr. will be playing Victor Von Doom, and like a lot of us, we're extremely confused. And it's okay if you're confused. There are a lot of people who did a quick Wikipedia search and said, oh my god, Anthony Stark in this universe, he was Victor Von Doom. See, it makes sense. I'm going to say something here, because I know a lot of people who have seen my videos, or a lot of people who haven't. I do lean on the source material. And someone would go to me, well, look, it's in the source material, so you should like it. Not everything in the source material is good. I'm the first to admit that. There's some things that suck and some things that are really, really good. There are a lot more things that are actually pretty solid, especially the further back you go, like the early 2000s, 90s, 80s. Like, you see some really, really dope stuff, right? This was like an obscure thing that happened around 2011. I think it was called like Demon in the Armor, like playing on like Demon in a Bottle. No one really knows this story. This is not super important. Somebody might go, well, doesn't matter, it happened. I am all about the most common denominator when it comes to adapting a character. For example, Spider-Man. If Spider-Man never had a movie, I would not want them to bring out Miguel O'Hara first, because most people don't know who Spider-Man 2099 is. We do know the most iconic Spider-Man is Peter Parker, right? Okay, does that make sense so far? You want to bring out the version of the character that is the most popular, not just to general audiences, but even to the readers. This version of Victor Von Doom is not the one that most people are familiar with. It's not the one that has done the craziest shit inside of Marvel. And it's definitely not the one that orchestrates Battle World or Secret Wars, which is where it looks like they're leading to. So, you have that. Now, here's the thing. It is speculation that this is a variant, because they haven't said it. It makes sense for it to be a variant because that's all they've been doing. Multiverse, different versions. So it makes sense that they're probably going with that, right? My friend brings up, though, one of my boys, Taylor, said it's possible that they don't do that. And it's possible they just have him playing Victor Von Doom, and for some reason, none of the cast thinks that it looks like Tony. It's possible we have a world where they just do something like that, which is also stupid. Which is why I just say, why didn't you just put a brand new person who's a great actor as well? Because it's not me saying that Robert Downey Jr., if, he was never Iron Man, could play an excellent Victor Von Doom. He's an excellent actor. He can do whatever he wants. But let's not act like we didn't already know. We don't already recognize him for what he is. So let's just go with the whole variant thing. How does he fit in with the Fantastic Four? So are the Fantastic Four from that other universe with him where they've never seen Tony Stark before? Or is this Victor Von Doom a person who doesn't have the same attachment? Because let's just say these Fantastic Four is in the MCU universe. They would have already seen Tony Stark. So there's no way this Victor Von Doom would have been interacting with them in their formative years, looking like Tony while Tony is out there. So now they have to explain what their relation is there. So they also complicated that part too by making him look the way that he does. So he's either a variant and no one has ever seen him until last minute, or even the Fantastic Four people don't come from this universe, they come from that universe. Think about it. really think about what I'm saying here, because doing it this way is actually a more complicated version rather than just having Victor Von Doom being a separate character altogether that has nothing to do. And once again, we don't know if it's a variant or not. We don't know for sure, but because of the whole TVA thing, it makes the most sense for them to lean on that. Is that the strongest? No, they've been handling this multiverse thing rather strangely. And for me, I don't like the fact that we're introducing variants when we haven't even really made excellent use of the originals. All of the original Avengers, save maybe, you want to say Iron Man? But Iron Man had more gas in his tank too, so did Captain America. All those guys never were really given justice. I don't mean given justice, I mean look at their storylines in the comics. And I think the actors probably would have appreciated the growth that those characters could have gotten, because why not have those legacy characters meet new members of the Avengers and then make different teams of the Avengers, and us just have different movies based off of this team, or even different series based on different teams of Avengers, and then interchange them and watch their different dynamics of their relationships. That's something that I think makes a lot more sense than them almost getting rid of one and then coming to a new one. It's kind of weird, because even in the comics, they changed, like I said, they changed teams, but the other people it's not that they don't exist in the universe anymore. But they're doing weird stuff. Let me get to the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers made my favorite film, Winter Soldier, but they also made the film that drives me crazy the most, which is Civil War, because of what I know the real Civil War comic to be like, and whatever the fuck it was they gave me in there. Now, they also did Infinity War and Endgame. They make the better films. They do, as far as entertainment value. But this is weird, because this is such a weird choice. The same reason how I go, why choose Civil War if you can't really make Civil War the way it is? Why make this choice? Why not just cast somebody else? I'm okay with, we all wanted Victor Von Doom to come in. We did. But I don't know if this is the best way to introduce him. Actually, I know it's not the best way to introduce him. Some people will disagree because they just want to cheer on anything. Oh my God, like Robert, I'm just happy to have Robert Downey Jr. back. But wouldn't it have been good to like give a new actor, or just like a newer, not new like a new actor like new to the business, but a new actor to come into the MCU to make that his own? Did he have to have two? Even that just seems kind of strange. But they were gonna do this with Silver Surfer. I think they might still be doing it, where that female Silver Surfer was in the comics. But we know Norrin Rad to be the most common denominator when it comes to the Silver Surfer. Don't pick the fringe version of characters. Pick the version of characters that people actually know. That's not hard to do. And you have to work like half as hard. But it doesn't matter when it comes to that. So let me know what you think. Are you perfectly fine with this casting? Do you want this to be a variant? What are you expecting from these films going forward? Because I'm not sure how they're building these worlds to do the whole Battle World thing, which is going to be another film with a whole bunch of different variants of stuff. They just love this because they can just introduce all these weird fringe versions of these characters and not have to really like build up a good foundation. That's just how I think. Whatever though. Let me know what you think. Into the nerd.